Shooting Bros, we are back again with another video. Guys, as usual, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Guys, we're back again this week, Game Week 20 review. Let's get cracking. Before that, how you guys doing real quick?
Chilling, man, chilling. Ready to get going for once. Not dreading this. Good week for us. It's been a while, so yeah, ready to get talking.
My new fans super excited right now for sure. At least we have a glimmer of hope. So yeah, coming into today's review a little bit more positive. But yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. It's getting cold, so yeah, makes us just be cozy and watch games.
Yeah. So I guess there's only one place to start, and that is at Anfield. And the miracle happened. The narrative before the game was United was gonna get battered. The funniest thing I've seen this week, I don't know if you guys seen on TV, the little skit that Carragher and Neville did. You know, Neville was putting the snow back on the field, and Carragher was taking it out because trying to call the game off. Because basically, the narrative before the game for United not to get battered is for divine intervention to happen. But hey, guess what? Football is what it is. I had the feeling, I think I mentioned it last time, I had the feeling that every time we go into a game and the result seems so obvious, it never, ever is. And it happened again. How did you guys manage to get that draw? Guys, take it away, man. I'm sure you want to talk about this.
Yeah, I know Terry would like to go first.
Nah, I don't mind. No, but yeah, like you said, the miracle happened, and we were talking about it in the last episode, saying that when those games never usually go by the script, especially when it's like two big teams, they never usually go by the script, and that it didn't go by the script. We were ready for them. I think having a week to practice since we played on Monday, and so we had more or less a full week to practice and get ready for this. Was
which Amorim hasn't really had basically since he's got
exactly, which is the first time he's had since he's been in. So that was very, very big for us. So yeah, I think they were very surprised by our approach. I think probably like everybody else, they expected us to just kind of park the bus and play very deep and hope for some counters here and there. But we really went for it. We went, I'm not going to say we were like pressing all over the place and trying to like win the ball everywhere now, but it wasn't a low block, more of a mid block. Defenders were stepping out a lot. And that set the tone really. As you remember early on, Maguire coming out and smashing Diaz and so that set the tone.
Let him know early is about, man. Let him know early.
Exactly. You got to do that in those games, man, and in every game. So I don't know why they waited for this game. Obviously, it's a derby, but you have to do that every game. So yeah, and we saw it. They played with more bravery. They played with less fear, less questioning, and even that's what they were saying after the game, and they just went for it. And yeah, Liverpool got surprised, and we've been talking about it all season, saying they have defensive frailties that you can get at them, and especially the two fullbacks. Robertson is usually at least solid defensively, but this season he's been getting intertwined a few times. So, and Trent is Trent. Roy Keane was a bit harsh on him at 4, but he was like, did you see his comment?
Talking about it to Tramier, man. Jesus, man. You know, the thing about that is like, just like you said, Trent is Trent. And the fact that, right now people are saying that he performed like that because his head is turned because of the Madrid talk. That is, for me, that is completely just neither here or there, man. The guy is performing like that. And, sometimes you'll have amazing games. The game before that, there was one pass that he did. I don't even know the physics behind that. But Trent has been the guy has been roasted every week. And we know that. You remember last year, or was it last year, where they had enough of him? They wanted to sell him,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because of a couple of good performances this year, it's like this is this is an outlier. It's not an outlier. We know Trent is poor defensively.
Yeah.
And he got found out again. And he got found out by, I'm sure you want to talk about it, Freddie, Dalot. You know, your guy Dalot, man. Dalot looks like prime Roberto Carlos out there, man.
He made Dalot look like Roberto Carlos.
For real. And the crazy part is like Dalot didn't do anything special. He didn't do anything that he wasn't doing all season. Like these little step overs, cutting in, accelerating. For some reason, all of that worked on Trent. That's just to tell you how defensively. And the fact that on the side they were able to double up due to the formation, I think that's what threw them off a lot. Because that's where we put a lot of accent onto the sides coming in, and you see Trent not having support. That's when he's like most vulnerable. And Dalot, for once this season, came in and didn't play around with that. So yeah, man, super exciting draw. It felt like a win almost. We could have won. That's also something to highlight with Maguire at the end, shinning the ball above the goals. That was sad to see, but that could have been, the icing on the cake for us on that day, because the performance was good. We came in prepared. We came in fighting. As Thierry said, having a week of training looked like it made a difference. We're going to see for the next game, even though Southampton is not like the best test for that. But yeah, he went with the same formation he had for the previous game. And I think that was smart, because if you had time to train, you focus on those players, you kind of double down on that. And it seems like it paid off. There was more cohesion into the game. Big shout out to Ugarte. This man is a monster in the midfield. Like, he was doing his job and Mainu's job pretty much, because Mainu defensively, I don't really like him. Like, he struggles to track people. He lets runners pass him. But hey, to make this story short, is Ahmad. Ahmad is the highlight, man. Since 2 seasons now, we've been talking about this guy. Like, and even early this season, we're talking about how we need to bet on him. And every time, man, this guy comes clutch. Few things he could have done even better. But scoring that goal was what we needed at the moment. And this is a statement. This is, as Thierry said, the level these guys have, and they don't show every week. We don't understand. Why was this game so different? We're gonna find out in the next game, whether it was the training, whether it was the player selection, whether it was the fact that it was a derby. We're gonna find out, but we want to see more of this for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like you said,
we definitely want to see more of this. But let's get into the game real quick a little bit, because this game was like you said, it was actually a fantastic game. In the second half, I mean, in the first time, I thought you guys, what you did well in the first time is containing Liverpool. You didn't show much in the first time in terms of attacking. I think Rasmus Højlund should have scored as well. I think he had one chance when he went through. Should have scored that one. But I mean, it just shows the level of his level of confidence that he has right now. But apart from that, I mean, I thought what you did well, you just kept your shape very well, and you were compact in the first half. Second half now comes, and Cody Gakpo, what a goal, man! I mean, what's his name? The league sent to the score. It's still sliding, man. Still sliding right now. Yeah. Still sliding right now. It's all the way to the Trafford, man. The guy just went off the stadium, man. I mean, that was a great goal from Gakpo. You guys come back. Lisandro Martinez, man. I mean, what a way to get back into the good books of the supporters after poor performances lately, and then that's 1-1, and then the game is tight there. It was just a fantastic game from then on, and then the penalty from Salah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm interested to hear you guys. I know by the rules, right? It's a PK.
Yeah, by the rules, yeah.
The proximity and the fact that the guy's not even looking at the ball. Yeah. I mean, should it actually be a PK for this? I mean, by the rules, yes, it is. But yeah, I thought it was.
Like you said, it's for me those shouldn't be, because the guy. I know.
Ball to hand.
To be fair as well, like I don't know why he reacts like that. Usually you react towards your face and try to protect your face, but he reacted like this, which is weird. But anyways, like. Yeah, I think those, like, they're not, like, they're so close, the ball is coming so fast, and there's a deflection right in front of him. Like what can you really do? Yes, maybe they shouldn't react like that, but at the same time, like you're kind of caught by surprise. You're like it's like a weird reflex. You don't even control it. You just do something, and then it's a PK. So, I mean, yeah, by the letter of the law, it is a PK, but yeah, those feel very, very harsh, and I hope they do something about it. I mean, that handball law, they change it like I feel every
many times,
season.
every year, twice a year, man. I mean,
twice a year. So. Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, to kind of echo what you were saying, I mean, like the second half especially was very, very like end to end, and I'm glad we did that. And like what Freddie was saying, why can we come out in those games and play like this? And I know it's a derby, it's Liverpool and all that, but it wasn't really like the quality and all that stuff. It was just the effort. It was just, there was more effort to close people down, to go toe to toe, to cover each other. Like you were saying, like Mainu. How many times did Ugarte come on the cover for Mainu? Because Mainu was out of position. How many times, like did people block crosses and stuff like that when somebody got done? Like, that's what you need to show every game. Like, you're a professional footballer. Like, I understand there's pressure and all that, and your quality might suffer because of it, but your attitude and your work rate and all that stuff should always be the same. So it's crazy that it changes like that.
So why do you think it's not the same? Because like you said, and I agree with you, I think Ugarte was a monster that game, and not only his positioning and the way he covered, but also on the ball, he surprised me, because I didn't think it was that good on the ball. But there's a couple of times where he was carrying the ball, and it was I mean, this guy should be drug tested after the game, because and I think it may be a little bit harsh on Maino, because I think Maino he was kind of the guy that was given that role to kind of like start the attack. So, and of course, at his age, positionally, it's still going to be a little bit of an issue. He's still young. Midfield, especially on that double pivot in front of the defense, like, you have to be very, disciplined. And it's probably still something that he's learning. But yeah, why do you think these guys? I know they always say like Derby Day form goes out the window, right? And that's if there's anything more evident of that is this game, right? But why do you think these guys can get up to this game? But we've seen in the past that they that they haven't shown the same amount of fight, the same amount of determination that they're showing in this game.
Yeah, I think as of recent, it's like we've built a fear of getting battered. Like since the Liverpool 2 years ago, 7-0.
I mean, you could say that, but you can't go to Ipswich and fear to be battered over there. Like, come on.
Right. And the point I'm trying to make here is it's not about that. It's more so about the fact that because we fear playing big teams and getting battered, it's like we come in with our best. With the City game, it was pretty much the same. We had some bad performances, some okay performances before that, and on the day we were pretty decent, right? So it's like I guess that's just my guess. As I say, we're gonna find out. That's something we're gonna find out. The answer is gonna be clear over the next few games, and just in the sense that we're gonna see. Okay, was it the training? Was it the fact that the formation was good, or was it just the fact that it was Liverpool? So that's my sentiment on it. I feel like they're scared not scared, but they're like more pumped not to lose rather than being pumped to go and win against any team out there. That's just my assessment.
I think is the pressure of the shirt, and it just makes them crumble. Which I like I was saying, I think a few episodes ago, we're stuck in that cycle where we still have the big expectation, the big name, and the pressure that comes with it, but we don't have the performances and the recent history to back it up. So the players don't have nothing to like base themselves on to say, oh, we can achieve this or we can achieve that. So there's so much uncertainty and so much pressure that comes with that.
I mean, saying that, I know the team, sorry to cut you off real quick, but I know the team hasn't won anything of note together, but you still have some winners in there. I mean, you got players with a lot of experience in that team. Players that won.
For sure, but again, like I was saying, like they have won stuff, but they haven't won. Like we haven't done what has been expected of them in the United shirt. Like you look at them, maybe like Martinez with Argentina or Bruno with Portugal and like every other stuff, or even at Man U,
the league is one stuff,
the league and all that. They have not done. They have done stuff in other places, but at Man U, they have not been able to replicate that. So it brings an uncertainty for themselves. And when like you're uncertain yourself as a player, you're probably trying to look around to see, who can help me and stuff. But the other guys are also uncertain themselves, So it's just like an uncertainty in the club, in the players, and there's a high expectation that they cannot achieve, and they come with that pressure, and they're not good enough to match that pressure. So it makes them crumble in many ways, which it shouldn't. I'm not saying it should, because these guys are still big players, a lot of them. Like,
they're professionals. There's a certain level of professionalism that you exactly have, regardless of the opposition.
Regardless of the pressure, you should still have a certain level of effort, a certain level of application that you should still bring every time. But that's the hurdle I think we're trying to manage right now, and it's a very difficult hurdle to overcome. The only way you can overcome it is by putting a good run together over a few months, where you can actually say, okay, yeah, look, we can do something. But they crumble so many times. Like, I mean, the game went well on Sunday, and they fought and everything, and that was great. But Liverpool had some chances early on. If Liverpool had scored, would we have played the same? It's things like that where, like, when we get punched in the nose, we crumble. So many games we've seen where we start so well, you get punched in the nose, and it's like they don't know how to play football anymore.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point you raised there, because I think you stayed in the game long enough for you to start believing that you can get something out of it. And to be honest, the penalty was a sucker punch. But I mean, let's talk about this little guy, man. Ahmad, man, again coming clutch for you guys, coming out with the winner. Fantastic finish as well. The way he just cut across his defender and then just gets there first and scores. Mm-hmm. And this guy, I mean, he was the problem, and he's been the problem in favor of you guys, but for against other teams in this team. And another good performance as well. I thought Bruno was really good as well, especially in the second half. But yeah, let's talk about Ahmad, man. I mean, this guy, man. I heard that you signing him up. You finally realize how good he is. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely gonna extend him. Like, otherwise, the outrage is gonna be all over the place. And yeah, man, I mean, this is a guy. Since 2 years ago, we've been talking about him. Since, honestly, he's flown out to Sunderland and came back, I was one of the ones that was checking out, highlights of his Sunderland games, sometimes checking in, and I'm like, what? Why is this guy on loan? Why is he not playing with us? This is exactly what we need. This guy does everything, right.
It's just the intelligence of the guy as well. At this age, he's so intelligent as a player. He just knows where to go. He knows where when to go, when to just take his time, pass it back, when to attack his defender, when to pass it. The guy, I mean, it's just scary at his age just to be that intelligent during the game. But yeah, let's talk about, man. I mean, not to hype him up too much. Yeah, I don't want to hype it up too much. Yeah, but it looks the real deal for sure. But let's talk about the game ball, man. This last minute, man. Ooh, come on, man, Zexy, man. Come on.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I know it's Maguire and stuff.
I mean, it's not even my team yet, but I was like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you have time to look up, to even see who it is. You have time to even look at Maguire's face and know it's Maguire, and like, and to compose yourself and give him a nice pass and let him do it. If he skies it, then that's him. But
on the floor,
at his shin, and what do you want him to do? Obviously, probably a better player still puts it on target, but come on, man, give him a chance, man. Like, come on. But I mean, that's tough. But what did you all think of Liverpool, though? Like, I mean, obviously that's
what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna talk about Liverpool real quick, and get into the fact that, again, just like I've been saying, man, I'm just not that convinced. And I know today was a poor performance. That they had poor performances, during the game, but from some players, but they actually played all right. They weren't like bad. It's not like Liverpool was just bad, and then you were just lucky on the day that you played against a bad Liverpool side. No, I thought they played all right. I mean, they had a lot of chances as well to score.
Mm-hmm.
and which they missed. But I want to talk about defensively because there's this thing out there that saying that Liverpool is solid defensive. Let me tell you something real quick. So they conceded 2 goals in this game. Obviously, they batter West Ham 5-0. Concede 1 against Leicester. Concede 3 against Tottenham. Concede 2 against Fulham. Concede 3 against Newcastle. You know, I mean, that's not like it's not giving great defensive form, is it? I mean, I don't know what this narrative out there. Liverpool, for me, can get gotten at, and that's what I've been saying. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean,
personally.
Go on, Freddie. Go on, Freddie. Okay, I'll go. That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, Liverpool, they're just kind of surviving on their attack. I'm not gonna say surviving actually, because they do dominate games and they do like force you to play in your own half and counter press and all that stuff and kind of suffocate you. But if you do get out of that initial press, we've seen that they can be vulnerable. They can be vulnerable defensively. You see, I mean, and they're fullbacks as well. I mean, Trent has always been suspect, but Robertson at least usually will be decent on his wing. And I mean, he's not I'm not going to say he's like one of the best defenders out there, but like he will do a job. He'll do a good job defensively on his side. But even him this season is just like not doing it. So really on the flanks, they can't do anything. And you can see in this game that's why we targeted. I mean, we didn't really attack through the middle. It was really mainly through the wings. Højlund running channels, Ahmad against Robertson, Dalot against Trent. Even Garnacho, when he came on, he was spending most of his time on the wing there to try and get the ball against Trent. So yeah, they can be good in that, and their thing is that just their attack it just saves them a lot of the times. And obviously, you will see when Konate comes back if that will make a difference. He wasn't fully fit. I'm surprised he even played the full game because you could tell like he was dead. Like at the end, he could barely run at the end.
That as well in itself just shows that, you know, how they're rushing him back, and it didn't look fit. So in itself, that shows that, you know, they have what's his name? Slot understands that they have problems defensively. So I'm not sure where that narrative, that solidity. I mean, they were a little bit like that at first, but I mean, just recently, this is the last 5 games. I mean, conceding again 2 against Southampton. I mean, that's not showing, rigidity at the back. But yeah, I mean, good result all in all, and it's good for the rest of the league as well. Just for United to come out. I mean, we'll come to that in soon. But yeah, I mean, kudos to you guys. I mean, I don't remember the last time I supported United this bad during the game, but yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I was rooting for you guys, and you guys produced a miracle. But yeah, anything else before we wrap up this game?
That's about it. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Let's move on.
All right. Well, that was it. That was the review of the United Liverpool. Guys, like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think of this video and support us, man. Appreciate that. See you in the next video.